Before I joined Cashflow Tribe, I would go to these meetups and nothing really changed. There was no accountability, which is one thing that's really core to Cashflow Tribe. Not only did you have this intense sense of community, but you also had accountability.
I was working for somebody else that was not me. Okay, this 9-to-5 rat race that I'm trapping, I don't like it. I know something is bigger there for me.
Cashflow Tribe has been some serious practitioner information that I was able to tap into. I knew I needed to take it to a higher level.
Cashflow Tribe was Canadian, and that's what really kind of moved me more towards them. This is exactly the kind of group and people that I want to be part of.
If somebody's losing in one of my deals, I don't want to do a deal. If I cannot have my partners to win on the deal as well, I don't want the deal.
My name is Douglas.
My name is Tish.
My name is Alex, and I am...
And I am...
And I'm Cashflow Tribe.
Cashflow Tribe.
Cashflow Tribe. Huh.
What is going on, everybody? I hope you're doing super well. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just unmute yourself so I know what's going on. It's good to see everybody. Guys, I am in the building. I'm here connecting with everybody. We got Tanya, Blakely, Claudia. It's good to see y'all. Matthew, Jan Carpenter, Kunal. I hope it's Kunal. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. But yeah, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Awesome, man. My name is Daniel Blagrove, and you might know me as the host of The Pitch, brought to you by Cashflow Tribe. I'm just connecting with you guys because this is yet another masterclass. This is all about connecting with each and every one of you so that we can get to know and learn and understand how we can do our first or our next deal. Morgan, what's up, my man? What is going on? Dwayne, Callum, what's up, man? Jason, hope y'all are doing well, man. It's good to see a lot of y'all on the call. Gary, my man, yes, sir. Good to see everybody. All right, listen, I need y'all already know what I'm about to do. I need you to drop your city. I need to know, where are you tuning in from? Raki, it's good to see you in the comments. Awesome. Montreal in the house. I love it. Terrell, what's up, Lulian? It's good to see you. Oh, we got some people in the house. I love it. Guys, we got a special call today. You already know I'm going to be riding with my main man, Ben Midashon, a.k.a. the Humble CEO. And so we got Belleville, London, Hamilton, Mississauga in the house. Ooh, the Hammer. Whitby, Kincardine, Nova Scotia. What's up, Dwayne? Scarborough in the house. We got Montreal. Hey, Gloria in Mississauga. Oh, yes, you're hungry. I love it. This is exactly what we're looking for. Yes, sir. Anurag, what's up, man? Shane, Ian, Brett. Okay, I love it. Looks like we got a lot of people on the call just connecting. And so I got a poll that I want you guys to fill out. I want to just to get a feel of the room, because I know some of you are new. Some of you I recognize and I know very well. I just want to know, what is your investing experience? Just answer A, B, or C in the comments or in the poll, whether it's 0, 1 to 5 deals or more than 5 deals. Just want to get an understanding of our audience so I know exactly who we're connecting with. But man, it's so good to be able to see that we got people all over the country. One thing that I've learned about COVID is that it really helps us. It really pushes us to adjust and adapt in such a way where we can continue to connect and continue to communicate and continue to grow. And that's why I'm so happy for having an opportunity to connect with a community like Cashflow Tribe, where investors from Montreal, from Nova Scotia to Mississauga to Vancouver to Windsor to London, wherever you are, New Brunswick, we can connect. We can be able to push for growth, share ideas, understand the struggle, and come together so that we can do more. And so I love it. We got a lot of newbies in the building. We got a few people who have done more than 5 deals. That's awesome. I love it. More 1 to 5 deals. That's perfect. So listen, I don't want to waste any time. I want us to get right into it because we don't have time to waste. We got money to make and moves to make. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with the call today. And so I'm going to go ahead and just bring up the presentation here. Vinny, help me out. Shout out to Vinny, the producer. Just unmute yourself real quick so everybody can know who you are.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Okay, so this is Real Estate 101. We're going to be talking about how you can get started in real estate investing. 69, around 70% of you said that you haven't done your first deal yet. So my goal is to really help you just get one step closer. The reason is because, which I will get into, we talk about doing things in this series of hops. This isn't about how do I scale the whole mountain in one day. The question is, how do I do this in a series of steps and hops so that I can make incremental progress over a long period of time? And so y'all already know who I do this show with. I do it with Ben Humble. You already know. You may or may not know him. He bought his first house at 21 years old, doing 100% financing. He became a landlord with over 21 doors, and ended up generating over $40,000 eventually by creating a private mortgage company and generating this income passively. And so as a result, he had transitioned eventually to wholesaling back in 2017. And this is back when nobody was wholesaling, by the way. He was one of the OGs, the pioneers, the one who paved the way for a lot of the wholesalers that you see today, and became a millionaire by the age of 30. And so he's completed all kinds of deals. And so I'm hoping that you will be able to glean from the counsel and a lot of the knowledge that Ben is going to share today as we talk about understanding the purpose and the process of buying a property. And so he's also the co-founder of Cashflow Tribe with Matt McKeever. And so, Ben, if you're on, I want to bring you my brother. Come on, Ben. Where you at?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Good to have you here. What's up, Danny B?
Hey.
The heat, my man. We ready?
Yes, sir. That's what we got to do, man. We got 107 people ready to learn, ready to grow, and that's what I'm talking about. Guys, I got a question for you, man. What y'all think about this picture right here, man? This got us thinking we might need to start a rap album together. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Hey, man, that's a good looking couple right there, man. There's actually a story behind that story. There's a story behind that picture. We might shout it out a little bit. I love it. Hey, Danny B, before we kick this off real quick, let me figure out who's in here. Let me figure out who's in Tribe, who's a basic member, premium member. Vinny, drop a poll real quick. I'd love to know who's here, but give me a quick hello if you guys are in the room. Fill out the poll. Let us know what's going on.
100%, man. We want to engage with you guys. So let us know in the comments when you have questions. We will have time for Q&A toward the end, but definitely get your thoughts on. We want to engage with you. We want to communicate with you. We want to know what you're thinking so we can have a fruitful conversation. So definitely fill out that poll if the poll is already live. We got a few people. Claudia, basic with a frown. Well, we got to turn that upside down. That's awesome. Okay. We got Ian. What's up? Kaloum, Tribe Forever.
Come on. There you go. Boom. Click that poll real quick. Let us know, everybody.
Hey.
Let me give a couple shout outs, Danny B. Then we're going to hit it real quick. Gloria's in the house. What's up, Gloria? What's up, Tanya? Good to see you, Blakely. What's up, Ian? What's up? We got Jared Gibson, my dude, is in here. We got Matthews in the house. Okay, we got a good mix of people. We got my boy Julian Ursu. That's my dude from the homeland. We got Claudia Robinson. Okay, we got some humble friends up in the house. Good. Andrea Richards, as always, good to see you. Racky, good to see you. Congratulations on the switch to annual. Amazing. I'm excited to get into today's topic. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a good spread, Danny B. Good spread. Most people are in the basic account. All right. You ready to go?
100%. Let's roll. Let's get right into this. And so I got a free gift for y'all. With this, after tonight's call, for those who are looking to understand the process of buying an Airbnb, how to make money through Airbnb with none of your own money, we have a PDF, a whole detailed process that we will send out to all of you after tonight's call. And just stick to the end because I also got some goodies that I want to give to each and every one of you before we head on out of here. An opportunity for you guys to continue to grow, continue to learn, and continue to do more in your real estate journey. That's awesome.
Hold on, did you say goodies? You're not talking about that song though. My goodies, not my good. It's not like that, right?
Oh no, it ain't about. That's another one now.
Yeah, we gotta keep it light, everybody. We gotta keep this fun up in here if that's cool.
I love it. So guys, I said, this is my goal to go to give you an understanding of how to process the process of getting a real estate deal one step at a time. We want to help you move just one step closer. That's it. Just get the ball rolling and start to build some momentum. So we got 55 minutes with you guys. We're not looking to go over time. We just want to give you value and get out of your hair. And so at this point in time, if I can just remind y'all, turn off all the distractions. I got my do not disturb on. I want you guys to focus. I want you to zone in because if there's any golden nuggets that you hear from today, I don't want you to miss it. So let's get locked in, let's get zoned in, and let's get to business. And also, we will be having Q&A at the end for about 15 minutes. So definitely keep your questions. We'll definitely get them answered and go one by one. So I just want to take some time just to recap what we've done, right? And so like I said, we want to be able to do the process of getting your first deal in the series of small steps. It's called the real estate hop theory, right? Closing your first deal can be hard. It can be confusing, right? It can be very difficult depending on where you're getting your information from. And so we want to reduce the big hop into smaller steps, right? Focus on one thing at a time and create small wins. The reason why we want to do this is so that you can build momentum, right? In a book I've read, the best time to do something over is when you've done it right, because you got confidence, you got things in such a way where now your mindset's in a better space where you can go and do it again. And that's where we want to get you guys. Get one step done and then do the next step and then the next step and then the next steps. So
let me touch on this real quick. Let me touch
absolutely.
on this. Here's the reason, guys. Doing your very first deal is complicated. I know a lot of times we're watching YouTube videos and stuff. Maybe we join Cashflow Tribe and we're thinking, okay, well, it seems easy. It's not easy. In fact, it's hard, especially now. Everybody's locked down. Everybody's at home. It's tough to do deals. So what I realized as a mentor in this space for the last number of years, it's not about the knowledge of how to do it. It's really breaking it down into bite-sized, actionable chunks. So we've been doing this series for the last few weeks of really trying to help you identify where exactly are you in your journey. And every one of you, by the way, is in a unique journey. If anybody's telling you just do this, this, and this, and this, and this, exactly you'll be rich, not the plan. Okay, I've been at this business long enough to help people understand you first need to identify where you need to go, get clarity about your end goal. We need some SMART goals, and we'll be touching on this a little bit later. And then from there, really identify what is the best strategy based on where you're trying to get to. If we reverse engineer that process, we can come back to daily accountability, actionable steps where you guys can really take that and move on to the next step. So before we get into this, my book recommendation for the evening, trust me on this, is called The Slight Edge. Maybe Vinny can bring up a quick picture of the book, The Slight Edge. It's about the daily disciplines that you do over time. You do these enough, you're going to build core disciplines around it. And as a result, you're going to end up getting massive compounding returns and gains. So who's read The Slight Edge? Throw your hand up real quick if you have. And if you haven't, that'd be a fantastic book to get you going in the real estate space and also in the personal development space. Okay, Danny B, back to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's do some real recap. We've done a few masterclasses in case you haven't been there before and this is your first time. I just want to give you a high level recap of what we've done so far. So we have understood the fundamental concepts of real estate. Why real estate instead of crypto or going to, trading baseball cards or doing whatever's hot in today's market? Why real estate? We went over that. We understood that in order to get success, you have to identify your personal roadmap. What is your journey to success? Not Sally's, not Joey's. What is yours, right? And then based on that, we need to understand the basic skills so that we can build our confidence. How are we practicing? What reps do we need to do in order to get in the right space and the right place? And then last week, we talked about personal finance and budgeting. Guys, let me know in the comments, was that really valuable to you guys? Was that something that if Ben would recircle on that topic that you would do again? Because I definitely got a ton of value from it. I think it really helps people. And so let us know in the comments, man. I definitely want to get some feedback on that piece. But then
speaking of which, Danny B, what I'd like to know is who did the homework from last week? Because I know we're doing this series week over week.
Good question.
Yeah, man. Who actually did the personal financing budget thing from last week? If you did it, let me know. Really, really curious. Okay, Ron found it super valuable. Claudia, okay, awesome. If you missed it, we'll give you an opportunity to kind of re-engage in that and jump back on that bandwagon so you can catch up if you missed last week or any of the weeks prior to today. But okay, so some of you guys did it, some of you guys didn't do it. Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, so Danny, tonight, understanding the buying process. So we've already gone through these couple things. You see how much more we have to go. Before I get going here, do you guys realize how there's literally 10 to 12 different steps here? How many of you like a little bit of a fresh of breath of fresh air, knowing that there's a very systematic way to make this happen? It's not about just going from 0 to 1. It's not about just knowing about fundamental concepts and closing the deal. There's a whole bunch of different specific things that you can follow on your journey so that you can start identifying, okay, Ben, I'm on step 4. I'm on step 5. I'm on step 6. Okay? So let's get into this real quick, Dan. Before we do that, I'll leave this slide up for 1 second. Guys, tell me in the comments, what step do you think you're on right now? 1 through 12. What step are you on? It'd be super valuable if we know, so that we can help you gain confidence and move to the next step. This is like a video game. You beat Super Mario level 1, you get the confidence, you can beat it over and over again, then you can go to level 2. Some of y'all playing Mario for the first time trying to fight Bowser. Yo, you can't fight Bowser day 1. All right? We got to be realistic about this. You can't save the princess on day 1. What we need to do is just jump over to mushrooms. That's it. Jump over to mushrooms, hit the little thing, ding, get a little coin, and then move on to the next one. That's the best reference I got. Super Mario's coming to mind. Okay, we got some 1s and 7s and 8s and 9s. Okay, I'm not talking about your dating life. I'm talking about real estate right now. Don't call yourself a 2 in the dating life. Okay, we're talking real estate. Okay, we got some 4s, some 8s, some 1s. Okay, fantastic, super helpful. So most of you guys I see are kind of in that 3, 4,
That's
5
right.
range, which is good. And if you're number 1, hey, don't worry. You can catch up in no time
100%.
because now you know exactly what you need to do. All right, Jason's laughing because, I mean, he thought this was a dating app. This is not a dating app, folks.
Sorry, guys.
We are focused on the business, all right? Me and Danny are going to bring some comedy to real estate because sometimes you need a little bit of laughter in your life. Is that okay?
That's right.
If comedy offends you, then you shouldn't look at my face. Boom. Okay, let's go. Next step,
Oh,
Danny
that's
B.
awesome. I love it. And keep the comments coming. We love the engagement. We want to make sure we're talking right to your situation. So understand the buying process. Let's get right into it. Let's waste no time. So listen, there are 3 components of a deal. I've definitely learned this back when I was doing my first deal. You either have time, money, or energy, some sort of the combination of the 3. Maybe some have more than others, less than others. But I want you to let me know in the comments. Out of the 3, right? Actually, you know what? I'm going to drop a poll. I want to drop a poll. What do you think is the most important? Time, energy, or money? I want you to put that in the chat. Just let me know. What do you think is the most valuable, if you think? And I really want to get Ben's counsel on this, because there are so many times where people say, well, you know what? If I have the money, then I call all the shots. If I have the energy and the time, then you know what? Then I should be able to just command the money, even if I don't have a deal. Well, so Ben, let's talk about this. How should we understand the components of a deal when it comes to time, energy, and money?
Okay, so let's have an intellectual conversation based on some specific points. Most people, when they have a job, a job, they're trading their time for money. That's what a job is. Most of our lives, we're pursuing more money by trading more time. It's an extremely barbarian and industrial way of growing. So we're constantly on the hunt for the one resource or money that can help us buy the things that we need to have. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Some of you guys, that you all have a degree of all 3, a piece of each 3, but you're going to lean towards more one way or the other. If you got a standard job, I would say you probably have more time and perhaps energy than you do money, because you're pursuing money. The more that you build up your finances and your wealth in life, you start recognizing there's a switch in your brain that says, I can actually use money to buy time. An example of this would be, I used to cut my own grass, and I used to spend 3 hours doing it, until I realized that I could spend $30 to get my grass cut. And now I spend money or to buy back the 3 hours of my time. So I was able to identify exactly what the activity of grass cutting was costing me. So there's a cost associated of $30 for cutting that grass. The moment that I realized that my time should be worth more than $30 because I can produce more than $30 an hour, then I can start recognizing that I need to stop and outsource all those things. So I'm using money to buy back time. How does this apply to you guys? Let me tell you this way. Who's a brand new investor in the room? If you're a brand new investor, you probably have more time and energy to put into the deal, to go deal hunting, deal finding, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I started doing that 14 years ago. I had a lot of time to run around. In fact, I was looking for ways to get into my first real estate deal. So I was running around doing flyers and bandit signs, whatever else I was doing back then, door knocking, talking to people, talking to brokers, whatever. That means that you have time. Here's the shortcut in life. The shortcut is this. Find somebody who has the opposite of what you're looking for. Find somebody with money. And if you have time, and if you can create a partnership, a joint venture, you can actually get to the goal much quicker. I'll tell you what I mean. I've spent enough time looking for more money to the point where I was successful enough to create some wealth for myself. These days, you know what I'm looking for? Young, hungry people with a lot of time, because I have money. And because I have money, if you find the deal, I will bring all of the money to the table. A massive limiting belief is this. People tell me, well, I can't get a deal because I can't get financing. Well, you're assuming that you have to get every single component in the transaction. The truth is, you don't need to have the money and the deal. You need to have one or the other. And you need to be willing to have a network of people that you can connect with that see the value of working together. Now, the common, complaint is this. Ben, why would you, with money, pay me with time, or why would you partner with a newbie like me to run around all day when you could just do it yourself? And I think this is the reality, friends. Ready? I don't want to do it myself. The person with money values his time extremely. So I have no desire to spend countless hours when I already have money. I'm in a position in life where I'll spend money to buy time. In fact, I'll spend money to buy your time. So think about it this way. If you say, I'm going to go deal hunting and I find a deal opportunity and it's worth $100,000 and you can get it for 90 grand, you get a little bit of equity, you get a little bit of a deal. I could walk in and give the full $90,000, 100% loan to value to close that deal. Why 100%? Because you found value. So different people evaluate the value of time, the value of money differently. We all have value bias, meaning you might look at something on the store shelf and say, this is $50, I'm not buying it. I'm going to look at the same item based on my social economic standing and go, it's only $50. It solves the problem. I'm buying it. The biggest mistake we make as investors is assuming that every other investor thinks like us. They do not. People have different objectives. People have different pressure points, and people have different values based around their time, their energy, and their money. If you're a very frugal, very cheap person, which is I was for a very long time, I was willing to spend hours to save pennies. Because to me, saving money was the way to create wealth. I realized today that saving money was the way to create discipline around wealth building, but saving money does not equal wealth. Saving money equals saving money because you can only save to zero. So it was important for me to master the basics of financial discipline so that I can have dominance over my money, my resources, and my discipline so that when I actually had money to manage, I was a lot more efficient and I could grow that capital. So I just want you to realize this is an extremely important concept of wealth creation. You don't need money to make money. You need time to put into the business. You need energy to get out there and stimulate growth and conversation, or money. If you have a combination of all three, then your whole premise in investing is how do you use these three economic resources to your advantage? How do you leverage them? I know a lot of people, friends, that have a lot of money, but they refuse to use it to build up their real estate business. And they refuse to use it because they have a low degree of confidence, because they haven't spent a lot of time building up their skills. So I would say to you that the skill that you've got and that you're building will help you identify which of these resources you can use more efficiently. I know I'm going on a very specific rabbit hole here, but is this helping you guys understand? So here's a classic example. I'm looking at Dwayne in the comments and Dwayne says, hey man, I'm a brand new investor. I've never bought a property. I'm completely new. I'm just going to make an assumption about you, Dwayne. And why would this humble guy partner with me to do a deal? Well, Dwayne, if a property's worth $300,000 and you have the skills to go and negotiate the deal and buy it for $270,000, you've captured $30,000 of equity. In that case, would I be inclined to give 100% financing to that deal? The answer is absolutely yes. See, only the bank is going to come back at you and go, I'm giving you 70% loan to value, 80, or make you put a down payment. The bank is not in the business of you making money. The bank is not in the business of helping you become a real estate investor. Other investors like myself are in the business of investing in real estate. So if you find the deal with reasonable amount of equity, there are plenty of people that will bring all of the money to the table. You close the deal together and you split the profits. That's a traditional joint venture. So my business right now, a lot of it is predicated around finding people who can find deals, finding people who have time and energy, because I have plenty of money to park into deals. Is this helping you guys understand? And vice versa. There's people in here, in this room right now, that have money or access to money. You've got RSPs, you've got maybe money in equity, you've got money sitting in the stock and bond market, and you're thinking, there's probably a better place that I can invest my money. So one of the common ways to invest your money, you're looking at buying your own deals. So you spend a lot of time looking for deals. And I would pose a different question to you. The nature of Cash Flow Tribe, our community here, is to help create an environment of abundance, right? So for a moment where you don't have to be every hack. You don't have to find the deal, source it, finance it, rehab it, close it, rent it. You don't have to do the whole process yourself. What if you simply partnered with somebody, let them find the deal, you brought the money to the table, and now you created a joint venture relationship? It requires abundance thinking. So I'm going to challenge you guys, because some of you got stinking thinking, all right? And if you get pissed at me, it doesn't really matter. You got stinking thinking. You're just assuming there's not enough of something. And we'll cover that a little bit later. But I want to really make a point of this. Money, time, energy. Take a step back, jot on a piece of paper most of, and which one am I looking to gain the most of? Okay, these days I'm looking to gain the most amount of time, and I will spend a lot of money to capture time. Cool? Is this helping?
This is awesome.
Yes?
This is
okay,
awesome.
Cool.
So Ben,
Cool.
are you saying that is not necessarily what's more valuable, but more so it's about finding alignment with what your strengths are, coupled by other people's desires and what they have available, and coming together? Would you say that's right?
I would say that instead of trying to become the dot and try to become every little component of this business, simply focus on connecting the dots. Guys, when I first got started, quick story is back at 25 years old, I found a property. I had already 3 properties by that point. I bought them with 100% financing. But back when I was 25 years old, I found a property for 30 cents on the dollar, and I had zero money. So I literally had to approach a family member, and I said to them, hey, listen, I don't know if it's going to take 3 years, 3 months, or 30 years. I do believe the market's coming back up. The market is extremely depressed, and I'm finding this property for 30 cents on the dollar. Will you give me 100% of the purchase price because I really need to buy this property? And they partnered with me on that deal, gave me 100% of the purchase price. I traded my time, and that's how I could get into real estate. So if you're absolutely brand new, this is the game. Grow your network. Become a person of value. Become a person of support. I have people that I've met simply because they've been willing to give me a thumbs up or a positive feedback on one of my social media posts. I recognize the name and I go, hey, thank you for your support. Then guess what happens? They join Cashflow Tribe. I see them on a call just like this. We build a connection, and before you know it, we're doing the deal together. That happens in real life. It's not some magical, hope-filled thing. There's a real way to get into deals. Another book I'm going to give you on this subject matter is called The Third Door. The Third Door. There is always a way of getting to a deal. There's always a way of getting into every club, every bar, every event, every person. There's always a way to get in. And your job is simple. Join a thriving community of people. Find who the winners are, who've got this thing that you want, and give them value. Show up to things like this. Support them on social media. Become known as a supporter. And when you become an indispensable supporter, you're going to build trust and awareness. And as a result, it creates an environment for abundance and value exchange. You feel me? This is the reality of what happened. Danny B, go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, I think you bring up a very, very valuable point, which really brings us to the next subject. We're talking about finding a good deal versus raising the capital. You see, a lot of questions that I'm getting, Ben, is, hey, should I be raising the capital or should I go find a deal first? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? This is a constant conversation, and I think it would be very valuable if you could touch on this and really explain to everybody what's the best approach given their circumstance and situation.
Okay, cool. So 2 different things. Number one, you have to understand where the economy is today. So the market moves up and down in cycles. And if you were here a couple of weeks ago, we really talked about where we are in the market cycle peak. We're in a state of euphoria, which basically means that the market is acting irrationally, in my opinion. And that is an indicator of a capitulation in the marketplace where the prices may adjust, fall, or course correct to come back into alignment with the fundamentals. So here's what I mean. There's a shortage of supply. Today, in this one moment, if you find this supply, there is an abundance of liquidity in the marketplace. There's a lot of money. And I'm not talking banks. Banks are only one source of capital. I want to infuse in your mind the idea that bank financing to me is my second choice. That's not my primary choice, okay? Private individual investors. There's so much equity, there's so much RSP, and there's so much money floating around Canada right now. If you simply position yourself with the deal, you can actually capture that money up to 100% financing, and you can put those deals together. So for me, Daniel, they're both important, but right now in the economic, finding equity in a deal, the moment you find equity, meaning you have to get a deal. If you're overpaying for real estate, friends, you're screwing up because you're not allowing yourself to be on the right side of the value equation. You can't come to me and ask me for 100% financing on a $400K property if you paid $450. I'm taking on unnecessary risk in that environment. But if you get a $400,000 property for $370, now we can have a real dialogue. So this is your choice. You either get a good deal on a piece of real estate, and then you can get access to all the private capital you'd want, or you're going to end up overpaying and struggling to raise financing. Does that make sense? So find a deal right now, and then you can find the money. And that's going to shift. Back in 2010 and 11, there was deals everywhere. Danny B, I was making offers every day at my real estate agent's office, and I was getting 70% of my lowball offers accepted. But there was no money. The banks dried up. It was much more difficult to get a mortgage back in 2010, 2009 than it is today. So you have to get the good with the bad. You have to realize if you say, oh shit, the market sucks right now. Oh my God, it's so bad. I can't get deals. There's going to be an inverse relationship at some point, and there has been in the past. So you need to look at this with the maturity and say, right now, the problem is access to low to affordable inventory. Now we have to pivot and change our approach. Is this making sense, friends? Are you guys with me?
Man, let us know in the comments. Come on, let us know in the comments if you're understanding this. Type yes in the comments if you get it. Man, understanding where we are in the market and strategically placing ourselves in a way to get deals right now is the fastest way to raise capital because there's low inventory. There is not a lot of opportunities. Man, can you imagine, right? For me, this is my first time really paying attention to the market. Of course, I was alive when the last market crash happened, but I didn't know what was going on. And can you imagine with all the scarcity and with all the lack of inventory in the market, Ben was able to make offers and over 70% of his offers were getting accepted, right? But he also mentioned that the lack of capital and access to it was far more difficult. And so we got to understand where we are in the market and place yourself. Remember, go back to what we said, time, energy, money. What do you have and how do you use that in this market during this time? And there was one question that Tom had. They said, so if you had to start in today's market, you would focus more on finding the deal instead of raising the capital. Is that right, Ben?
If I started right now, I know that both verticals are important. It's free to build a relationship. It is free to give value. It's free to reach out to somebody on social media and say, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for what you're doing in the world. That's free, guys. But finding a deal is the holy grail today. So that's why wholesaling has become a popular strategy. Wholesaling's been around for a long time, just never really been that popular because there hasn't been this high significant need for undervalued deals because everybody's essentially overpaying. So I have a whole theory on this. Essentially, guys, you have to make a decision right here. Are you an active business owner in the real estate space? Meaning, are you flipping, wholesaling, and like getting in and out of deals? If so, you're not really investing. You're a business owner. Your job isn't to have an opinion about the real estate market. Your job is to find inventory and sell inventory, no different than you finding cars and selling cars. That's called an active business. If you're buying real estate and plan on holding it for 5 or 10 years, then you need to evaluate the return on capital as it relates to 3 major things. Number 1, a nominal appreciation rate of 2 to 3% a year, the debt repayment that happens when you own rental property, okay? And then the cash flow that it produces on a month-by-month basis. That's how I would evaluate. I take those 3 numbers, I add them together, and I look at the return on capital, and if that number is adequate to you based on your time, energy, and money, it's a good deal, buy it. If that number is not adequate, then don't buy the deal. For me, if it's not producing at least a 25% ROC, I'm not interested in a long-term hold. But I gotta be clear, everything else that's short-term flipping is not actually investing. It's speculation. It's no different than you buying any other product and you flipping it on the open market. Here where you have to be careful though. Do not get caught holding the hot potato when the game stops being played. Does that make sense? Okay, man. Danny, let's keep moving forward, man. We're hitting some fire today, my brother.
Let's roll, brother. So we're going to talk about financing. We're talking so much about, hey, I need to get my credit. Hey, I need to save for 20%. Hey, I need to do this, do that. Ben, I need you to clear the air for a lot of the newbies on this call. They're looking to do their deal, but they have some limited beliefs and it's just some lack of understanding. Can you just lay out the differences between the lenders and why it is so important to not just focus on one? I love what you said earlier. You said, and I hope you guys paid attention, that the bank, meaning the institution that majority of Canadians go to finance their houses, Ben says is his side chick. It's, you know what, I'll call you when I need you, but right now I got other people I need to tend to, the RRSPs, the friends and families, the other people who have capital that need to invest the money. Mind you, I didn't say want to, they need to, because they're looking for other places to put their capital. And Ben, as the strategic investor, knows how to use the capital and bring them a better return. So Ben, talk about financing here in this picture.
Yeah, listen, guys, back when I was 23 years old, when I really kind of got into real estate, the bank was not qualifying me. Okay, I had a small cleaning service. I couldn't get a loan. I was self-employed. I wasn't bankable. So I wasn't getting a mortgage anywhere. All right. And since that time, I literally have stopped going to banks. I've raised over $30 million in Canada completely privately. This is the way we have to reposition our thinking about financing real estate. If it's a short-term deal, I don't care if it's a BRRRR, I don't care if it's a flip, I don't care if it's a wholesale transaction or a double close. The reality is simple, friends. We have to focus on 2 things. If you want accessibility of capital, you have to pay more. If you're trying to get the cheapest cost of funds, we're failing to realize that we're applying the wrong logic to this business. If you can flip a house, Daniel, and make a 30% return on capital, most people would refuse to do that deal because they can't get a 3% mortgage. But by the logic that you're making a 30% return, Couldn't you afford to spend 10% on the financing cost and still end up with a 20% profit? What I find is this, Daniel, people are too greedy. Or they just don't possess the confidence because they don't understand the game of how it truly works. If I know I can make a 20, 30, 40% return on the capital, meaning, Daniel, I can put $100,000 to work. I can buy a $400,000 property. I can do a quick resell and make 40, 50 grand, then I'm going to pay whatever the capital costs are so long as I can still generate a healthy profit for myself. I have been willing to pay 5, 6, 7, 10, 15% return for the last 14 years, Daniel, because the cost of funds is not the focus. The return on capital is my focus. Guys, listen, there's plenty of people that will lend money on a deal at 8, 9, 10%. In fact, there's millions and millions of dollars. But we have to get over the fact that so many of us are cheap. We're cheap because we've been taught by a banking system that if it's more than 3%, it doesn't make sense. So let me help you help myself. This is what I mean. I want you to realize that when you go to the bank, it's a retail decision, meaning the bank is there to help retail consumers buy a house. It's meant to buy retail consumers like get a loan, buy a couch, or anything else other than investing. The bank, your TD, Scotia, CIBC, was not designed for you to become a real estate investor. They were not designed for you to leverage their capital for you to create real estate growth. It wasn't designed for that. So we have to take our consumer hat off, boom, and put our investor hat on. The investor hat says this: the cost of funds doesn't matter. The investment matters. If I can pay 10% to somebody, but I can make a 30% return, guess what? I'm in business. So here's what I want you to realize. There's different degrees. It's not about right and wrong. People are very quick to just literally like paint it with a broad brush. Let's stop painting with a broad brush. Let's be specific, okay? What is the risk and what is the reward? If you have a strong short-term reward and you have a higher risk, which is what that looks like typically, I can make 30% by flipping this house, but the risk is maybe I'll spend too much on rehab, maybe it'll take me longer to flip the property, whatever the case is. Well, then we need to go to people who already understand that concept. Go find a hard money lender, a B lender, a private lender. So here's what I do, okay? A lenders are for me using long-term holds. Long-term holds. I'm not talking about burrs. I'm talking beyond the burr, okay? B lenders are for people who don't really qualify for A side. The world that I live in is the private money, the number 3 here, because it's very accessible because I'm a short-term active investor, all right? And then friends and family are the way that you can get into real estate. Friends, family, connections, Cashflow Tribe, our community is the way to get into real estate without having to qualify for anything. Guys, listen, the truth is this: if you can actually bring a deal to the table with equity, I don't care about qualifying you. I'm more focused on qualifying the deal itself. It's not about you. So we got to take that out of the equation. It's more about the specific deal. Danny, what do you think on that?
No, that's perfect. And it really builds upon what we spoke about last week when we talked about personal finance and budgeting. Guys, if we cannot show the people who we're raising the capital to that we can handle our own finances, it's going to be an uphill battle to borrow money from other people, because they're going to look at your character, they're going to look at your capacity, and they're going to look at your skill set. Are you able to accomplish the deals that you're setting before them, right? And so when it comes to friends and family, one thing I've learned, and Ben, you could talk on this, it's important that we're not pointing people to go to the bank. In fact, if we're skillful, if we've built upon our practice, we should be pointing to us as the solution. We can handle and bring better returns than what they're doing in the stock market. We can build better returns than what they're doing in another sphere of investing. The reality is, and
I'll just tell you why that is, guys. It's because it's relational. You're either willing to build a relationship and get into deals, or you're trying to become transactional, and then all they look at is your numbers. Guys, I don't want to be treated like a number. I came from communism once. I'm not trying to go back. Okay, don't give me a number and tell me approved or denied. Don't put a stamp on me and tell me worthy or not worthy. That's false and misleading. I don't live in that world. I live in the world of relational investing. I like Daniel. I trust Daniel. If Daniel came to me to do a deal together and he had a reasonable deal, I would absolutely fund Daniel because I trust, know, and like him. Guys, this is the world that we live in, is the relational versus transactional. So you need to decide. If the only thing you look at is numbers, I'm going to say you're becoming a transactional individual, and you're probably never going to become aware of the advantages of relational investing. if the whole market tanks tomorrow, do you know the only thing that you actually have is the relationships you cultivated in this business? If the market tanks tomorrow and you've been a transactional investor, ask yourself, do I have any legs to stand on? Can I call anybody and raise capital? Can I call anybody and say, hey, let's do a deal? Or am I going to be sitting there going, holy crap, I'm a victim of this market because I've never bothered to build relationships? So here's my point, guys. Dig the well, dig the well. I'm digging the well relationally all the time with lenders, with partners, with JVs, with people who I can get my inventory from. I'm digging the well with my sellers, direct to seller marketing. So it's really important that you make this conscious decision. And maybe this is refreshing for some of you. What if I told you, Chris or Justin or Ian, guys, if you simply spent some time and showed me that you cared and built a real relationship and showed me that you are going to be an honorable person and take care of my money, that you would just get access to money without having to qualify? Would you rather waste time trying to qualify and trying to save money and down payments and all this stuff? Or would you rather just go ahead and build a relationship with the people that can actually fund your deal outside of the bank, outside of all this other environment? That is the truth. Now, some of you guys might be skeptical going, oh shit, that doesn't work. I promise you it works. I promise you it works. I've funded Daniel Blagrove on a deal where he made $10,000 flipping a house where I gave him the inventory and I gave him the money. Why? Because it's a win-win. What did Daniel have that I didn't? Anybody want to guess? Time, energy, or money? What was he willing to put in that I wasn't? Daniel was willing to put in time. I was willing to put in money, and together able to create a win-win environment. So guys, yes, it does work 100%, but let me say this to you. If you're relational, then you have to prove it. That's what you need to prove. Meaning, if you don't invest in yourself, anything, like you're not willing to spend a dime on you, why should other people invest with you? If you're not willing to buy a cup of coffee for a lender and spend a couple bucks, why would somebody think you're actually relational? If you're not willing to support somebody on their social media or support people with whatever else, or referrals or what have you, that's what relationship means. Relational is not what you say. Relational is what you do. It's how you show up and how often. Danny B, let's keep going, man. This is really good. Tanya, yes, you're right. Yep. Adenki, that's correct. Dwayne, that's right. Time. Okay, let's keep going. You guys getting good value here? Is this helping?
Come on, let us know. Let us know. So the next stage is that we got to understand, okay, we want to bring the money, but we want to raise the money, but we got to bring the data. Okay. So once again, I want to call back to what we did in the past masterclass. If you established your SMART goal, then you'll know exactly how to analyze deals, because everybody isn't investing for different reasons. So a lot of people will say, you know what? I want to come into real estate investing and I want to make $10,000 a month. Well, guys, I want to be completely honest with you. That doesn't mean anything, because everybody wants to make $10,000 a month. And so the reality is, based on your goal, how much money do you need to make in order to accomplish it? And based on that, that's where you need to analyze these properties and see how it fits, right? That way, the analysis is actually different for everybody. The only people who should really matter are those who have equitable interest in the deal, right? Where if you have a signed contract and you're going to money partners, or there's money partners who are willing to invest in you and the deal, right? And so, Ben, like, why is it so important to understand it's more than just wanting $10,000 a month?
Well, listen, SMART goal means you're serious. If we don't have an actual target that we're shooting for, then we're really just not proving that we're serious about what we're trying to accomplish here. So being able to be clear on data versus drama, guys, is the first step that tells me that you're serious about what you're doing. Some of you guys have been watching my latest show, The Pitch, on Thursday nights, right? So if you're prepared on the pitch and you show up with real life data and you show up with like the right intentions to do a deal, I want to fund deals. Guys, I want to put money in the marketplace. My business is to invest and leverage capital. Your business may be to find a deal or grow your small real estate business or whatever. So my point to you is you have to bring the data. You have to be prepared with data. And by data, I mean, don't bring your drama. A better way of saying this is leave your noise at home. I don't want your personal baggage in the deal. If we're going to fund a deal together, guys, leave your baggage outside. Okay, bring your tools, bring your hammers, rehab the property, but leave your baggage, leave your fears, leave your overall worries and concerns. The reason why this is important is simple. Some people are afraid. Maybe this is you. I'm afraid of losing your money, Ben. I'm afraid of losing my mom and dad's money, Ben. I'm afraid of losing somebody's money, so I don't really have the confidence to go ahead and make a deal happen. Maybe that's you guys. I don't know. That's a very common fear. Guys, What makes you think you would lose my money? The best way to avoid losing money in real estate is to partner with somebody who's actually experienced, where you don't even have that option. You think I'm going to give you my money without challenging the deal and making sure there's a valid opportunity there? I love this concept of find people that are more experienced than you if you're doing a deal and you're afraid of losing money, and they're going to bring their breadth of wisdom, breadth of experience to the table. They're going to bring their analysis to the table. So all you need to do is show up with data and show up willing with the right intentions to do the work. But if you borrow money from me, you're damn right I'm going to ask some tough questions. You're damn right I'm going to poke around a little bit because I'm not going to lose money. My point is this. You're not really 100% in control. When you have an active partner, you have an active risk and active responsibilities. It's joint and shared, meaning if you win, I win. So I have an interest to make sure that you're actually doing what you're supposed to do. I have an interest in making sure that if you have a knowledge gap or you have a gap in your confidence, to help you level up really, really quickly. This is the value, folks, of connecting with other people in a community that's abundant and growing. Is this making sense? All right. So boom, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this is why it's so important you have to reverse engineer the process. This is why from the beginning we said you got to design the roadmap. What's going to get you there? What's going to get you to success? And then once you've put in the time, put in the practice of analyzing and having conversations and talking to sellers and running the numbers, this will become second nature to you. Ben may sound very eloquent and very experienced, but this is a result of 14 years of pounding the pavement. So where he can now have a conversation to the point where raising capital is just a phone call away. I know that it would be amazing if all of us can just dial a phone number and be able to raise the capital we need on a deal. But it takes relationship and it takes proving it.
You got to, guys, you got to step up. Listen, a little bit, just a little bit of being willing to step up and say, hi, I'm here. I need to become known. Grant Cardone says your biggest problem in the world is obscurity. Nobody knows you exist. This is why when you show up here, right, like Dwayne and Justin and Adeniki and Donatus and Rudy and Ian and Bob, I get to recognize who you are in this room. See, what you do actually matters, guys. It matters. What's up, Ian? I see you. It matters. See, we live in this world of crazy voyeurism. Everybody sees it, and most people will never say anything. Meaning, you see that I'm doing a deal, but you don't say much, and you sit just behind the scenes looking at it, trying to figure it out. What if you simply went, hey, what's up? What do I got to do to become like you? What steps did you go through? And I'll tell you, get out there, make offers, join Tribe, come to a weekend workshop, join the mastermind. Like, there's actually a very logical plan for you, but most people are either too afraid or they're just, honestly, they're too greedy. Like, Ben, I want to give the least amount, but I want to get the most amount out of this relationship. Ben, I don't really want to commit to coming to the Wednesday night class, but then I want you to mentor me for free. No, piss off. Guys, I've never had that attitude. My attitude is always about what can I lead with value. If I'm going to somebody who's my superior in a business like real estate and they've done way more deals than me, the first thing I'm going to do is go, where can I bring value? What can I do? Oh, you need me to pay to come to a weekend workshop? I'm freaking there. Because it obviously is working for you. You're obviously doing something. Oh, Ben has a free book. I'm going to get that free book. I'm going to take his free book and give him an awesome review on Amazon. Like, stuff like that truly matters, folks. It truly matters, okay? I'm telling you, this is the third door. This is the book. If you read a book, the third door, you'll learn this stuff. You have to be willing to go around. You got to be willing to show up where the people are and go, hey, Ben, I see you. I'm a little bit hesitant with what you're doing because you're this very brash kind of guy. But obviously what you're doing works. Some of you have been watching me for 3-4 years on social media, building companies, flipping houses, doing all this stuff, and we're still on the fence. Oh, I wonder if he's the real deal. I'm the real deal. Danny B, let's keep going, man.
Come on, man. All right, guys, listen. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. Just type yes in the chat if you're ready to learn more, because we got some homework. We got some opportunities for you to be able to really work this out so that you can understand exactly what you need to do as a result of this call. Just type yes or no in the comments if you're ready to learn, if you're ready to level up, you're ready to get to the next stage. Okay, I love it. I love it. Alex, yes, Mike, Dave, Justin, Jan Carpenter. I love it. I love it. So listen. This is the homework for this Friday. We are going to analyze 7 properties. Okay, we're going to look at deals. It could be off market. It could be on market. It could be in your market. It could be out of your market. Whatever it is, according to your SMART goal, analyze 7 of those properties so we can get an understanding of how to do deal analysis. The next thing we're going to do is I want you to go to cashflowtribe.com and I want you to network with 3 potential money partners. If you are the person who has to take inventory of your resources and realize, okay, I need to have some conversations with money partners. I need to start building some relationships with people who have money in this game. This is what I need you to do. Go on Cashflow Tribe, go and start to network with people on the platform. Ben, I believe we got about over 2,500 investors on our platform. And so we got a lot.
I'm Danny B, I'm one of them, man. So if you guys, as your homework, you got to get 3 money partners. I'm one of them. I fully expect everybody on this call to be on Cashflow Tribe and to be sending me a DM inside of our website going, hey, Humble, I want you to be a potential money partner of mine. So I'm one. You just got to go find 2 more. Make a post in there, because if you haven't been on Cashflow Tribe, guys, literally, it's free, right? Cashflow Tribe to join the tribe and just be a part of the community.
That's
I don't need your money. If you're just in a learning phase and you're afraid to spend $1, don't worry about it. Just join for free, okay?
That's
just
right.
Get on there and like, hey guys, I'm new. I'm looking for money partners. Boom, there you go. Okay, Danny, keep going. These are good.
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
7 deals? Okay, who's going to do this homework, man? This is fire
Come
homework.
on, man.
7 deals. You guys need more accountability. Trust me. More accountability in your life.
That's one for every day. That's what we need to do. And so the third thing I want you to do is to take inventory of your resources. Guys, we spoke about this. Do you have money? Do you have time? Do you have energy? Who do you have in your network? Do you have access to capital and RSPs? Do you have capital in your equity? That's a whole other conversation that Ben can really dive into. There are so many areas and resources that we don't even realize that if we just tap into them, it would get us, once again, another hop closer to closing a deal. So what I need you all to do is to take inventory of what you have. That way you can start to strategically place yourself in conversations with potential partners when doing deals, right, Ben? Because the fastest way to do a deal is to go with others. If you're looking to do it yourself, you may take a long time.
Well, it's not even you'll take a long time, but you're going to work with such low degree of confidence because you're new. You're going to see every speed bump as a brick wall. That's what happens, guys. So when you take inventory of your resources, this is what I do with all mentorship students. Number 1, I go, how much cash do you have? Write this down. By the way, pay attention. Write this down. Like, get ready to write this down. How much cash do you have? How much RSPs do you have? How much equity do you have? Put this on a piece of paper, and that's going to be your available limit. From there, that's your internal sources. Secondary is this. How much credit do you have? Okay? And then the third thing is this. How much OPM do you have access to? Other people's money. Mom, dad, sisters, friends, family, who are also sitting on equity. Every single one of you guys, I promise you, within your circle of influence, has hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars of available OPM. The only reason you don't tap that is because you just either don't know, you're too scared, or you're lacking the confidence to just make a meaningful approach in this thing. Okay? Does that make sense? So those are the 3 things, guys. I want you to really hit those. Okay, Danny? And then number 4 is, keep going, bro.
And number 4 is I need you to catch up on the homework from weeks 1 to 4. And if you don't have that homework, this is what I want you to do. I'm going to be sending out an email to each and every one of you after this call. Just respond to that email and let me know, hey, I need the homework from 1 to 4. That way I can get it over to you. That way we can have some more conversations, ask questions, have a conversation so that we can get you up to speed. So this homework, guys, this will be done on Friday. It's going to be happening on Friday at 6 p.m. And so if you want to be on this call on Friday at 6 p.m., all you need to do is grab a premium Cashflow Tribe account. Let me actually walk you through Cashflow Tribe real quick. Let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is Cashflow Tribe. Here you can see that this is where the posts are. On the left-hand side, you can create your profile, understand the events that are on the left-hand side. And what you can actually do is go through several different portions of the website. Like the calculators. Remember what I said. If you want to analyze properties, cashflowtribe.com is the place to analyze. We're talking about understanding how to do closing costs, CMHC, land transfer, flipping, whether you're doing a BRRRR project or a rental calculator. If it's just for the renovations, we have the most robust calculator on cashflowtribe.com. We also, as you can see here, more detailed aspect where you can put in the purchase price, the down payment, the percentage. It starts to fill it out for you as you put more information in. And so we really believe that this is one of the best, if not the, actually, no, I will go on record and say it is the best calculator in Canada. I don't care where you're going right now. This is the best one. And so you can also check out our courses. This is where we have all kinds of in-depth topics, whether it's on analyzing the real estate market, understanding after repair value. And as you can see, the second course is the calculators, right? Going through the different deal analyzers, right? That you can go walk through. How to make 5K in real estate investing. We got all kinds of content that we're continually adding to the catalog based on your needs and recommendations. And so here's also the forums, guys. This is the forums where we have discussions. I remember we have over 2,000 real estate investors on the platform. So if you have questions, we have a lot of answers for you. So we want you to create that free account so that you can come on and you can be able to ask the questions, engage with investors so you can get the support you need. And even more than that, we have groups. Guys, look at all of these groups that we have. It's not just if you're a newbie or if you're an experienced investor. If you're in Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, if you're in Alberta, we got investor groups based on all kinds of things. I don't know if you guys can see, but on the left-hand side in the middle, we have private lending and private lenders. Hello, we have a homework call to contact 3 members. That is the group you need to go to and start having conversations, right? And so, Vinny, if you just pull up the Cashflow Tribe for me, I'm definitely going to be sharing them. What is the opportunity here, guys? If you want to hang out with us on Zoom, face to face, I know you can see me and Ben, but I want to see you too. So let's hop on Zoom. All you got to do is grab a premium membership. The premium membership. It's just $59 a month. You can sign up. It's month to month. You can cancel anytime. Just hop on, come out with us, and hang out with us. This is an opportunity for us to really dive deep into your business. How was last week, Ben?
Awesome, man. Okay, so let me help you guys here real quick. Real quick. Where's my brand newbies? Like you've never been part of Cashflow Tribe. I want everybody to do something for me today. If you guys are here, show me you actually give a shit and let's step up. If you're brand new and you've never heard of Tribe, get a basic account right now, cashflowtribe.com. You won't get all the features, the bells and whistles and the homework and stuff, but it'll get you just set up so you can get access to the community. It's cashflowtribe.com. It's in the comments right now. If you're brand new, go get an account tonight and send me a message inside saying, hey guys, what's up? I'm brand new. Okay, if you're a basic member, this is the best opportunity you're going to have to finally level up and show me that you're really serious about this. $59. Literally $59, cancel anytime to become a premium member. With premium, you get all this stuff Daniel's talking about, saving all of the calculators, sharing them, getting access to classes 4 times a week. Guys, we have so many different things for premium members. Shout out to the premium members in here if that's already you. Simply click the link, join us, $59. Guys, listen, if you hate it, no problem. We'll give your money back if that's the case. Friday, for those of you that are signing up for premium for the first time, Friday, we're going to do a special class for you guys, me and Daniel, on a Zoom call, and we're going to go over exactly what we're talking about today in a very intimate environment. I want to know your voice. I want to see your face. I want to actually talk to you one-on-one and get to know you. Call it a cool bonus of signing up today. This is a limited time thing. Daniel are doing this on Friday at 6. So if you're joining premium for the first time, come hang out with us. This is by far the best opportunity. You have 2 days to check it out. If you hate it, just let me know Friday. We won't charge you a dime.
Hold on, Ben. Hold on, Ben. Hold on, Ben. I got to shout out Kaloum. You are the first action taker. As a matter of fact, dude, I want to shout you out, especially for taking action. I'm so excited to see you on Friday's call. Make sure you're there. We want to connect with you. Sorry, Ben. I just had to shout him out.
No problem. Okay, if you're already a premium member, who's a premium member, give me a thumbs up. I need you to make a decision today to commit for the year. For you, it's not for me. Here's what I'm going to do tonight only, okay? We have a weekend mastermind. It's a 2-day event. It's an intensive. We're talking about flipping. We're going to get very detailed on how we flip, where to do it, what materials to use. It is an amazing training we charge $4.99 for. If you upgrade your membership to an annual, it's $588. We're going to give you the $4.99 thing for free, absolutely free. So here's what that means. It's basically costing you like $89 for the year. Dude, it's amazing. So if you're not already an annual member, grab it tonight. and I'm going to see you for an intensive 2-day with myself, with Matt McKeever, with Adam, with Danny B, and a whole bunch of people if you're already there. Is that cool? Danny, are we good with that so far? So everybody has an opportunity to do something. Go, Danny.
I want to add some more value here. We got, for people who are premium, I definitely love my premium members because we definitely have been connected for so long. Listen, if you upgrade to an annual, or if you are a person that skips from monthly and goes right to annual, the first person, not only will they get a free mastermind ticket, but I will also throw in $100 cash. So it actually covers the whole cost of a yearly membership with the value of the mastermind experience. The first person, let's do it.
So you're saying you're giving out $100 to the person who signs up for the annual right now. So basically, if you were going to come to a weekend workshop anyways, you're getting that for, what are you saying? You're getting that for what? Almost like free plus $80? Dude, that deal is nice. Okay, that is only one though, right?
It's a deal if I ever seen one. That's right.
Okay, I love it. Okay, and what about the folks who are already annual members, Danny B? What do you got?
Man, if they're already annual members, man, I just want to give you the opportunity to get an amazing discount on the mastermind experience. So if you are looking to get into the mastermind experience and you find, man, look, I can't really fork out that $4.99 right now, but I really want to attend, definitely I will give you an opportunity to get 50% off on the mastermind experience. So we will literally just get it to you for $250 for those who are already annual. That way we can continue to give you more value. And if you are annual, you absolutely can purchase the mastermind experience at 50% off. That is definitely what I want to do for you guys.
Okay, I love it. Okay, Danny, I love it. Let's get to some Q&A since we're here. Guys, if you have some questions, I see there's a good group of you guys still here. If you're on the fence, this deal will be valid for the next 20 minutes. It should be on the screen right there in the offer page. Throw that on there, cousin Vinny, and we'll get into some Q&A, guys, because we want to dive into your questions. Thank you, those of you that decided to level up and sign up with this today, because, guys, listen, it matters. I promise you it matters. Well, Humble, you're freaking salesy, man. You need to chill with the salesiness. Stop giving me these free accounts and stuff. Guys, listen, intentionality matters. I have spent over $250,000 on masterminds, mentorships, accounts, and I'm telling you, every time I do, I level up. I'm not saying you're spending $250, but if you're brand new, open a free account. If you've been sitting on the sidelines in the free account, get to premium and be known. If you've been sitting there, you have the month-to-month and you love it, commit to us and come hang out for the year. I would appreciate it. If you don't do it for you, then do it for me because I need your support and I need to get to know you because I hope we can do a deal and plug you into our active members. Okay, let's go for this now, guys. Danny, bring on the comments. By the way, Elfie, Adenike, all right, shout out to you. My boy Stephen Manfredi, shout out to you. Aaron Neville, shout out to you. Rudy, Jared, everybody in the house. Okay, let's hit some Q&A. And by the way, if you missed this, let me repeat one time. If you're joining premium for the first time or the annual, Friday, we're hanging out in a small room and we're going to give you all the previous recordings and homework as well so you guys can catch up to what's going on, okay? Awesome, awesome. Danny, you got some questions? Let's dive into this for today's topic.
There it is. Ben, you're cutting out, brother. You there? I do have one question from Aaron. Where do I sign up for annual? You absolutely can sign up on Cashflow Tribe Canada or cashflowtribe.com. Vinny, can you just drop the link for those who want to sign up for the annual? I know that the offer is for the monthly, but for those who want the annual, we'll definitely get the link there for you so you can sign up. Good on you, Aaron. And so,
am I still here? Am I still here?
I can hear you. I hear you.
All right. Am I choppy, guys? Am I choppy? I hope I'm not choppy. Okay. Ian Jack says, I have 6 available lenders, but I really want you in my corner. Ian Jack, here's my question though. What are you doing to be known? This is a good step. What I need you to do is like reach out to me in the community, say hello, and let's see what kind of deals you actually have. Again, if you invest in you, I'm happy to invest in you. This is my secret. People who invest in themselves gain my favor. If people invest in themselves, I recognize that they're serious. By the way, TJ, big shout out on the upgrade. Good job, buddy. Okay. Julian says, hey, Ben, what are the things I should do to get you as my mentor? Julian, step number 1, make sure you're a premium member. Come to the next weekend workshop. Guys, I get really deep dived with people on the weekend workshop. And yeah, they're $500, but the in-person version was $2,500 before we started doing the at-home kind of online version of this stuff. So guys, come and be known. Spend 2 days with me and show up and get to know, and you'll be surprised what happens. So Daniel LeBlanc is out in Moncton, New Brunswick. This guy sat in the back of the room for months. And He wanted to flip a house, but he didn't have any money. He found a deal in Moncton, New Brunswick, and he reached out to me, and I saw him at a weekend workshop. I was like, man, I'm serious about this. What do I do? He connected with me. I funded his deal 100%, and now he's flipping that property. It's back on the MLS, and I think he got it 2 or 3 months ago. Guys, I'm doing deals all across the country, and you're not joining Tribe for me. You're joining for you. There's a lot of people with money in Tribe, not just me. I'm just one participant in this marketplace. I just happen to be the one pushing people together, and I'll partner you up. Okay, Danny? Stancil says...
Hold on, Ben. Hold on.
Danny. Hit me, buddy.
Come on, Turaj. Shout out to you for signing up for annual. I'm absolutely going to be making sure you get into that mastermind experience. Shouts out to you. I definitely want to congratulate you. Sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
Okay, I love it. Okay, Sanson says, when's the next weekend workshop? Sanson, if you just click the link there, buddy, I think Danny B or Vinny could figure out real quick and drop it in the comments for you guys, okay? Okay, Chris Cole has a question. Thoughts on taking on more than one flip at a time as a solo flipper if you have the deal and the money and possibly the time 3 flips in 12 months or 1 flip in 4 months? So, Chris, this is a capacity question, brother, okay? I have done as many as 10 flips at the same time. This is the difference between being a self-employed flipper and creating a business around flipping. So again, we'll talk about this in depth during the 2-day intensive, but it's really about how you manage and prioritize your time and the capacity of the team that you're using to flip the properties. If you have the money, dude, and you have the resources to deploy, I would absolutely take advantage of this marketplace and close and do multiple flips at the same time, turning it into more of an active business, Chris. If you can do one, my question is this, my mentor taught me, business is about multiplication. If one deal works, why not 10? It's not about 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. It's 1, maybe 2, and then go to 10. Because it's going to work at 10 just like it works at 2. So people say, well, Ben, I got 5 rental properties and the bank said no more. Guys, I skipped over that part. I got to 2, 3, and I was like, okay, I need to go raise money to close the next dozen. I'll show you how the bank actually is going to pay attention. You guys ready for a big banking secret? You don't go to the bank after each BRRRR. You go get private money. Listen to me now. You go get private money. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 BRRRRs at the same time. You get them completed, even if it takes you a year or 2 years, and you go back to the bank, to the commercial division, and you get a batch BRRRR. You say, I own 5 properties. I'm looking to refinance the whole portfolio. Now you're going there as a business owner. You're not going there as a single family one-off investor. I've done this with WFCU Credit Union, and I'm telling you, it's been way easier to get a batch BRRRR done than a single one-off BRRRR. Hope that guys helps, okay? There you go. Next. All right. Is this only for flip? Juliana, can you clarify the question? Is only what for flip? The 2-day intensive? We've been doing these things on a regular. So we'll be talking about flipping. We'll be talking about sourcing deals. We'll be talking about active investing during this thing. All right? I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me see here. Another question coming in. Dave, is yours question private or public? Let me know, Dave. Guys, if you send me a private message, I'm going to honor that. I'm not going to repeat it out loud just in case. Just don't tell me you love me in the private messages, okay? That gets creepy. Hey, Danny LeBlanc is here. Danny LeBlanc is the
what's
guy.
Up, man?
Danny LeBlanc is the guy. Just funded his deal 100%, and Danny LeBlanc's been stepping up his game in the last few months. So good to see you here, pal. Okay, Danny B, any more questions?
Well, there's actually one other question. We got a question here. It says, if you had to take inventory of time, energy, money, how would you do it? That is from Palunta.
If I had one more time?
So I think the question is, give me some advice or some counsel on how to determine whether or not you have capital, resources, and things of that nature. I think that's what the question is.
Okay, I want to make sure I understand this correctly. Give some advice.
No, I lost it. Hold on.
Okay.
We'll come back to you.
Again, guys. We'll come back to you. Drop your questions because I'm here, okay? Okay, Fayez says, by the way, love your name, Fayez. I got another brother named Fayez. Will you ever have webinars on becoming private money lenders and finding deals? I have capital, want to get started. Would you love to chat? Fayez, we do that. Yep, I'm also a private money lender, dude. We actually did one on deal finding not too long ago. A lending piece will be next for the more advanced people. Fayez, here's my question to you, brother. Are you in the CFT community, and are you heavily involved? Because there's plenty of opportunities to actually get access to capital and do deals, and there's plenty of opportunities for you to become a lender. For example, let's do an experiment. Danny B, let's get crazy with the experiment. Who in here would love to borrow money from Fayez to do a deal? Throw your hands up real quick saying, Fayez, hit me up. Fayez, hit me up, bro.
Come on, I better see 95 comments.
There you go. Okay. Sansa says, feeling frustrated as I'm self-employed and my wife and I are newly married. She can't work to get here in Canadian. We've been struggling to get the bank mortgage. Sansa, listen, let me be honest with you. If you want to invest in real estate, the bank is not your only source. We have to remove our consumer mindset and go to an investor mindset. The investor mindset needs to source capital. If you are flipping cars, Sanson, your job is to source cars, okay? Wherever you get it from, as long as the cost is reasonable in relation to the business that you're in, flipping cars, flipping houses, it doesn't matter. Sanson, here's the best part, dude. Nobody cares if she's Canadian. Nobody cares if you're a complete scumbag and you have terrible credit and you're a horrible reputation, that's a problem. It doesn't sound like that's you, all right? But nobody actually cares if your credit score is 450, 550, or 650. What lenders care about, private lenders, is do you have a real deal? And if you do, there you go. By the way, big shout out. Fayez, look at how many people want to connect with you. And here's my question, Fayez. Why are you not in everything we do? You have so many opportunities for
massive opportunities.
Massive opportunities. Finance, hit me up. Look at it. Now you guys are all getting all ambitious in the comments. Danny, they're finally seeing the abundance.
There it is.
You guys are awesome. By the way, those of you like, hit me up. No. You need to hit him up. You're missing my point. Go in the Cash Flow Tribe, hit my dude up, connect with him, build a relationship, and that's what it's all about. All right. How much money do I need to start in real estate for the best results? Do I have to use millions, or can you start with a few $100,000? You definitely do not need millions, and you definitely don't even need a few $100,000. I think what you need is clarity about what strategy is going to work for you and what kind of revenue you're trying to make. There's a big difference, guys, between flipping houses and doing an active business on real estate or investing for the long term in real estate. Remember, we just talked about this. So what I need you guys to do is to go back to week 1 of this and do the investor roadmap. Listen, if you've never done the investor roadmap and you missed the first few weeks, seriously, get a premium membership today and come with me on Friday so I can get you all the homework you missed up on. If you're already a premium member, get an annual. And if you're already an annual, then send me a message inside of the Cash Flow Tribe community. We'll get you half off on your next mastermind experience, and I'll get you all the homework. Okay? Boom. There you go. Okay, we'll take a few more questions, Daniel. By the way, do you guys like this class? I think me and Danny need to be doing this masterclass more often.
Come on, man. Let us know.
Is that cool? All right. And we're here to serve, guys. Like, we're here to straight up serve you all the way from I'm an information seeker. And if you're an information seeker, who's an information seeker? All you need to do is get a basic account. All right. Nobody's going to try to sell you. Nobody's going to try to steal your credit card, nothing like that. You're good to go. No problem. If you're ready to do deal number 1, that's the only time I recommend you guys get into premium. Like, if you want to get clarity really quickly, if you're ready to do deal number 1, if you're ready to get beyond the education, $59 is less than we spend on McDonald's. I know some of y'all be spending more than $50 on the Burger King. All right. Come on, man. That's not ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right. You know what I'm saying? Danny, give him the eyes. Danny's got these eyes like. Tanya Blakely, we keep it fun, girl. You know why? Because life is too boring otherwise, and we got to have the fun. Okay. Good. And if you guys are like, man, I want to come to this weekend workshop, or I've been to one already, should I come to another one? Yes, you should. In fact, the more you invest in you, the more I'm going to want to invest in you. So those of you that are investing, shoot me a message, and you guys can be, by the way, whoever joins tonight, I'm going to drop on my private email address. You guys can hit me up if there's some stuff you want to follow up on. Okay, Danny B, take 2 more questions, and then we're going to let everybody roll out for the night, because I know y'all have like Grey's Anatomy or some bullshit y'all need to get to, right? or Women of Tribe, which is not bullshit, and that is the fire. If you guys are on Women of Tribe, that starts at 7:30 tonight. That is a fantastic class for the ladies of real estate, taught by Humble Wife, who's actually here with me. She's looking at me like, let's go, I'm ready. All right, boom.
We got a question
from Sanson. Yes, sir, will, brother. Sanson, yes, sir, will. We have a couple different events. If you join tonight and you can't come to the next one, what we'll do is we'll We'll lock you in for the next one, man. You pick the one you want to go to. Okay, buddy? Amazing. Danny LeBlanc was all 4 of them. Danny LeBlanc, you're a rock star, man. Okay? Beautiful. Chelsea, my first class, and I'm loving it. Dude, Chelsea, you are McDonald's, girl. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Right? All right.
Okay, we got a question from KK.
Let's go for it.
All right. Do I have to start doing the work all day? So KK, are you saying that you have to start the work and do it all day? Is that your question?
KK, I would determine how much money, time, and energy you have, and then from there, pick the ones that you're seeking the most, get a partner, and move forward. Justin says, hey, Ben, maybe you could show us some tricks. Tricks are for kids, bro. I don't know how to tricks. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, what do you mean by tricks, Justin? Are you talking about the language? Are you talking about? Give me some clarity, and then I'll answer that question before we wrap up here, okay? Thanks, Ben. Dude, your name is fire. Love that name. Just absolutely amazing. Okay. Rudy says, yeah.
Come on, Rudy.
That's probably my name, Rudy. Rudy, is that my name in some other language? Adenike says, what are your thoughts on investing out of town? Adenike, I invest all over Canada. I love virtual investing. In fact, we were virtual before COVID. We were virtual before the shutdown. So for me, virtual was no big deal. It was like, all right, well, everybody use their laptops and let's do deals. So I do deals from all over. Some of you guys know I'm traveling. I'm actually in Florida right now. I've been traveling since November 15th. No, I'm feeling great, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Little joke, relax, little joke. But I'm traveling, and we just locked in a deal back home in Windsor for $58,000 that we were able to close and sell. What do we get on that deal, Dre? $110,000. We just put that deal together here in our team. So you can absolutely do deals virtually if you learn how. Guys, the world is moving to a modern age, so you should be able to do deals virtually in your own town and in other towns. It doesn't really matter, but there's no reason you can't do real estate from a laptop and a phone. These are the tools that you need, and some willpower and a little bit of confidence. Okay? TJ says, a bit off topic, but how do I find a flip or BRRRR on MLS and crazy multiple offer situations like today? TJ, couple different thoughts for you. We got to identify what a good deal actually is. Are you buying to keep, or are you buying to flip? Because those are two different variables. Based on those two answers, there's a different set of thought patterns that we need to go under. Remember, if you're buying to flip, you're not investing, right? You're speculating in the existing marketplace. So your job is to understand what your buyer or customer is willing to pay long term, and need to reverse engineer the price that you're willing to pay. If you're keeping the deal for long term, then we need to look at a return on capital and find the number that you're happy with. Based on that number, reverse engineer the purchase price and then see if it syncs up. Okay? I love it. Steve, I get home at 5:30 every night. When is the best time to call people? 5:31, Steve. I find 5:31 is the best time to call people. Whenever. There's actually no like, you can call them anytime, guys. There's a limiting belief about time and whatever. Like, you can call them at 10 o'clock at night. The question is, do you have the skills on the phone to actually move the conversation forward, my friends? Okay? Dwayne, what is considered good terms on private money for buy and hold? Dwayne, it depends on your opportunity. But I paid as much as 15% interest on private holds, but I've been able to make a 25, 30% return. So Dwayne, my first question is, what's the return? And then I look at my actual cost of funds. Good is relative to the opportunity. One person good might only be 5. Another person, it might be 15, depending on what you can do. Fair answer? Okay, awesome. It's getting real, says Rudy. Ian is laughing my ass off. Thank you, buddy. Okay. $58,000 house, Windsor. Yes way. Yes way. How? Marketing campaign, brother. Marketing campaign. It took a lot of follow-up. We got the deal in the hottest market of all time. We got a $58,000 deal. What street was that on? I got Dre over here. Dre, what street was that on? The $58,000 deal. On Chappelle. You guys don't believe me. Chappelle in Windsor. Google it. I bet you the MLS listing is probably still there. There you guys go. Okay? Go to Google Maps and check it out. Okay? I think it's 300 block of Chappelle. 390 something. Okay? There you go. MLS and Zillow are all overpriced. Farzad, everything is overpriced in a hot market. That's not the point. Every time somebody says it's overpriced, we have to change the narrative, guys. We already know that. But overpriced is relative to overpay. If somebody's willing to pay more than what they were last week, the whole market comes up. For me, everything is overpriced. Guys, I was buying houses in Windsor for $100,000. They're going for $250. I'm like, what the frick is this crap? But if somebody's willing to pay $300, it's no longer overpaid. So we have to look at the relative comparison of value. Okay, that's more important. Justin, how do I compete with offers that are higher than yours? Justin, don't compete. Justin, create better conversations, create solutions to problems in the marketplace. Do not compete. I'm not here to compete with anybody. When I talk with the seller, I'm offering a very specific solution, an answer to the question, a solution to the problem. I don't want to make offers. I want to create solutions. Justin, this starts right here with framing the way that we talk to people. And if we change that narrative, we're going to get out of the competition zone. All right? Beautiful. Love it. I finished my workout call and call everyone while driving. Justin, I love it. What a great use of time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. We got a couple privates here. Got a shot. Okay. Boom. Julian signed up for the next 3 mastermind. Let's go, man. Amazing. Okay. You're very welcome, Sanson. Very welcome, guys. Email me. Boom. Everybody hitting me the DM. By the way, if you were on last week, hit up my boy, Danny B. Danny, could you drop your email out there if you guys have questions? We'll take one more question from Zach, and then we'll call it a day. You guys having fun? Cousin Vinny, drop a poll. I love this group. Y'all my favorite group so far, man. Them last cats, yes. Hey, Danny, that last group? I don't think I want to be in real estate. It's too difficult. Come on, y'all. We got this.
That ain't the move.
In you. I believe in some of y'all more than y'all believe in yourself. Well, Ben, I don't have $68. Your ass got Netflix?
Talk to him.
Okay. Y'all need to get your priorities right. Right, me and Danny we're about to get to church with this right now.
Come on, man.
Right. Come on, I'm having fun, guys. Sorry, I'm having fun, and I'm drinking my favorite drink here. We getting crunk on the seltzer water. Y'all know about this? A little 2-liter seltzer water. Okay.
Come on, man.
Look, club. Oh, you about that Perrier life.
Come on, man.
You know Danny Bougie because my ass got this P. You don't even know what P stands for. All right. We got that P water. Y'all know about that? Okay. Zach says, I'm currently working and managing projects for a family construction business. That's awesome, Zach. I'm looking to do some investing in a few birds and short-term rentals as well as flips, and be your best advice for finding a partner, as they don't have the down payments for lending at this time. I have a few properties in mind and would love to get another perspective on them. Zach, that's awesome, man. If you got available deals, it's really about creating better conversations with people that have access to capital and finding a win-win scenario. So the first thing I want to know from you, Zach, is what's the investment? What's the return that you would be able to offer? If you buy these things and somebody gives you the 20% down, what does the return look like? Is that an 8% return, a 5%, a 20%? Based on that return, I would find the type of individual looking for that risk profile. If you do that the right way, then you're on the right track. Okay? Boom, there you go. When are you getting back to Canada? When the climate's a little bit warmer. Are you in the mood for a joke? Always in the mood for a joke. Okay? I'm having too much fun. Do you own real estate in the U.S., Ben? I have. I've sold most of it. Actually sold a couple properties in Phoenix recently, and it worked out real nice. Made about $100K on each one. I love buying real estate just about everywhere. All right, we already done here. You know what time it is. Okay. I'm heating tech and meeting owners in the basement while I fix their shit. Hey, man, fix that shit, dude. You got it awesome. Okay, Danny B, we out of here. So here's the last call, y'all. If you don't have a basic account, get a basic account. It's free. If you call me asking me for money and your ass couldn't bother to give me your email address for basic account, do not be my friend. Do not pass go. Do not collect my $200. Go directly to Facebook jail and do not reach out to me again. If you already have a free account, join Premium. Show me you care by investing $58 in your education, all right, and help a child in need. You, the child. All right, child? All right, there you go.
Farzad, congrats to you, man, for signing up for Premium. Definitely looking forward to see you on Friday, 6 p.m. I want to see you on that Zoom call so we can connect with you. That's awesome.
I love it. And if you're already in basic and Premium and you want to upgrade to the annual, come hang out with me for a 2-day. You're basically getting it for free. It's $500 for the event. $588 for the year in Tribe. There's never been a better offer. And if you're already a Premium member, I need you to hit me up. Danny B is going to give you half off the next event, and I got a special surprise. I'm going to send everybody an email with this ASAP, but I want you to take advantage of it because this offer is going to expire faster than Boy Humble living in the cold. All right? Y'all have a great night. Appreciate everybody. Women of Tribe is starting right now in a couple minutes. Be blessed. Have a great day. We love you. We appreciate you. We support you. Let's go. Cashflow Tribe on 3. Ready? One, two, three.
Cashflow Tribe.
There
it is.
Peace out.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.